Today, we're going to be doing a little board setup video. So I got a nice, fresh Hughes skateboard right here. Shout out Hughes Skateboards for always holding me down and making sure I always got a deck to skate. But yeah, I got some Mob grip here. Mob is honestly my favorite grip. Every time I get a different type of grip, I don't know, I always get kind of like bummed out on it. I really need Mob to feel like super on point. Like I'll skate other grips and it'll be okay, and honestly, I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but with different grips, they all kind of have like a different, oh my god, the wind. They all kind of have like a different grit to them. Like the grippiest of Jessups might be grippier than like the least grippiest Mob, you know what I mean? It all kind of depends on the grit level. And sometimes the grit is like labeled on the rolls, but not on the individual sheets. Actually, no, it says, this one says Mob Grip 2. So that might be the grit level, actually. Hold on, let me show you guys that. It says Mob Grip 2. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the grit level of the Mob. So hold up. Oh my god, this wind. Board setups in the wind are kind of crazy. Yeah, Mob is generally my go-to grip for sure. The way I grip, I usually just line it up at the ends. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, let me move all this stuff to the side so you guys could see what I'm even doing. Lined up the ends. And then I'm just gonna press it down gently, nice and even, starting from the middle and just working my way towards the ends. I usually like to have a good grip job, not gonna lie. I get a little upset if my grip doesn't come out good. So hopefully we could do a good grip job for you guys right here. Slowly but surely. You know what they say, guys, slow and steady wins the race. Imagine I like take my time and do all this and the grip still comes out bad. I would definitely feel some kind of way, because I feel like I'm really trying my best to do this like super freaking perfect right now. All right, once you press it down with your hands to give it some extra security, you could take the sheet you got it from, or the sheet you got the grip from, and just place it on top and just really get in there and press on top of it to make sure it really gets on there. But yeah, I really like Mob grip. Everyone's gonna have their own preference with grip. I think it just boils down to what you've skated the most. Because like I know if someone probably skated Jessup for like, 10 years straight and then gets on Mob, they probably won't like it because they're just used to Jessup. Their like muscle memory and their flick is used to Jessup. I think that's where I'm at. Like I think I would be able to get used to any other grip. I would just have to ride it for a while, but like, I don't know. I'm just used to Mob, so if it's not broke, don't fix it. Plus Mob is like the grippiest grip out there, so that always makes me feel like a little better that Mob is the grippiest. To be honest, recently I've tried Pepper, and Pepper is also like pretty good, I must say. Like if there's no Mob, I would not be too bummed out with Pepper. Pepper is pretty good. I also know that Sewa, he has his own grip tape company called crap, remind me what it was, guys. It's like, I think it starts with an A. Oh my god. Dang it, I forget what it's called. It's like a cool name though. And apparently he really did a lot of like work. He put in a lot of work for that grip tape brand, so I might try that grip out. It's just you have to just order it online and stuff. And again, I'm so used to Mob that I'm scared to try anything, but honestly, the Sewa grip, he really sells it with all the research and stuff he says he's done and all the test sheets he's had. Yeah, that's my spiel on grip, guys. All right, so next, I usually file down the board. I always think it's so satisfying to do this. It's like, I love seeing like the white outline come forth, lift up the sides a little bit, just so it's like easier to cut. And usually I do a design on my grip, but I just really want to set this up in skate, so we're just going regular plain black sheet. No design, no cut anywhere, or no lines anywhere. Come on, you got this, Shazad. All right, we did it. right, looks pretty solid, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. Next thing I do is just, you know, take the leftover grip, stick them together, and sand down the edges. And you sand it down just to make sure the grip like really sticks to the wood, and kind of like, you just kind of mush it together by doing this. And plus it's just satisfying, you know? It just feels cool to do this. And some people like to sand down the actual grip tape, like this section. I don't, just because I think I like my boards usually on the grippier side. All right, next up we got hardware. I usually like to rock Allen keys. It's a better setup, honestly, and I heard they strip less. So that's why I usually prefer Allen, but I'm riding Phillips right now. It's more convenient, because I guess most people are more likely to have a screwdriver than an Allen key, but I just like the circular shape of how Allen looks. Like that octagon is just like, it's satisfying. I will say I do prefer the 7/8 of an inch Allen. I mean the 7/8 of an inch hardware if I had the choice. I just like the way it looks, because it's usually more flush on your truck. But yeah, also 7/8 hardware also tends to be a little lighter, which I'm really into, like light trucks and like a light setup. I have hollow trucks right now. Oh yeah, friendly reminder, like, comment, subscribe on this video to help your boy out, you know. I usually like to have a colored hardware, but these Indy bolts, this Indy hardware did not have any, so I just kind of have to look at my trucks to see which one's the front, or look at the graphic or something to decide which one's the front when I'm just cruising around and stuff, which can be a little annoying, but it is what it is. And on the subject of trucks, I ride, this is the front or the back? This is the front. I ride independent forged, I ride 149 Indy forged hollow trucks. I feel like that's a lot to say. Independent forged hollow trucks, there we go. Size 149s, they're like for 8.5 boards, even though I ride an 825. I like to have my trucks a little wider than my board, honestly. Like I usually like to ride these with like an 8.3, but I've been trying to get more techie, honestly, like doing flip-ins, and I feel like it just makes sense if I want to do more flip-ins to kind of get a smaller board to just encourage me to do it. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I still flip my board when I'm riding like 8.3s or 8.5s or whatever, but I like specifically want to like be a techier skater, so I just started riding 825s again, just to kind of force myself to be the techie skater, or to just flip in more, you know. And it's kind of been working, I guess. I learned big spin front boards the other day. All right, that's the front truck. Yeah, I really like the Indy Forged Hollows. What makes the Indy Forged Hollow different from the regular Indy Hollows is the forged base plate. That's why the name is like forged. The forged base plate basically means it's like compressed, so it's a little bit of a skinnier base plate as compared to the regular Indy cast base plate, like the regular Indy Hollows. So it makes the trucks just like a little bit lower, like 1.5 mils lower to the ground, which I kind of like. I feel like the standard Indies are like a little high off the ground, so. But yeah, I feel like people shouldn't trip on truck sizing too much. I feel like, you know, if I rode the 144 Indies for the ones that are made for an 825 board, I'd still be able to skate just fine. I think I just like having a little bit of a wider chuck to lock into my feebles and crooks a little bit better. I think it helps for front crooks too, honestly, just having like the little bit of truck stick out. It might just be in my head, but I think it helps, honestly. I always see that my front crooks I've been noticing that my front crooks have been better on wider trucks rather than smaller trucks. Oh yeah, and I ride, I'm trying out these Spitfire lock-in fulls, 54 millimeter. These are a trip, honestly. Like, these wheels are, like, they're different. That's like the only way I could put it. They're different. They're super wide. They're the widest wheels I've ever ridden. And with the wide wheels, it kind of I don't know, it takes some getting used to for sure. I feel like this is my maybe second, third week skating them. And they definitely make the setup heavier, which I don't really like. I actually just bought some Spitfire Classics the other day from the local skate shop. And just because I'm like, oh, I don't know how long I'll be able to like ride these or if I'll ever like fully get used to them. But we're going to see. I'm still on them now. They are really smooth, to be honest. They're really, really smooth. I think usually the wider the wheel you get, of course, the smoother it's going to ride. So it's like a give and a take. I'm sacrificing some like lightness of my board for a smoother wheel. And since they're wide, they lock in pretty good to tricks. If I could get my pop and everything right, once I actually lock into the trick I want to lock into, they're pretty beast. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of contradicting. I want to be like a techier skater and flip in, but yet I'm skating these big wheels. So I think they're big. I think 54 is a pretty big size, to be honest. I know people ride like 56, 57s, but I think 54s are plenty big. I think my preferred wheel is like 53. Another thing with these lock-in fulls is that since they are wider, they definitely poke out of my board a lot more. With other skinnier wheels, the 825 board with the 85 trucks is honestly like fine. You notice it. You might notice the wheels poking out by like a hair, but for these, they poke out by like a solid, I don't know, maybe like a few millimeters, I'd say. Like they definitely stick out a lot more, like a lot more. I'll see if I can give you guys a view of that. Yeah, I don't know. You can only see it at certain angles, but they stick out just a little bit. That's my setup. I just gotta tighten everything up and then we'll be good. 825 Hue Skateboard, 149 forged hollow Independence, 54 millimeter Spitfire lock-in fulls, independent hardware. Oh, the bearings. I usually don't trip on bearings that much, but right now I'm riding the Bronson Raws, and I always take the shields off my bearings anyway, so the fact that Bronson just made a bearing that already comes with the shield out is, like, you know, very convenient for me. I have been curious to try the Bone Swisses. I've never tried Bone Swiss, and I feel like that's what all the pros ride, and I'm very curious as to how those will ride. But yeah, shout out Hue Skateboards, my only sponsor at the moment. They've been hooking me up ever since I got on the team, like, I don't know, like, I think it's like damn near a year and a half ago, maybe more. Yeah, like a year and a half, I think. So yeah, shout out them. Boards are so expensive nowadays, guys. It's ridiculous. I see boards that are like $70 to $80. Like, I remember back in the day, boards were like $50. So I'm just so hyped that, you know, there's a board company out there that supports me. And yeah, Hue Skateboards is the best. If you want to buy a Hue skateboard, use my promo code Shazaza for 10% off your next Hue board, man. You won't regret it. They're pretty good. Okay. And I was wondering when people were gonna start pulling up. Oh damn! All right, guys, it's starting to drizzle. What the hell? I know. Oh my gosh, should we put our board somewhere and wait it out, or? Oh damn it! All right, guys, oh god, yo, it's like rain. It's about to rain. Damn. I gotta throw this stuff out. Oh my god! All right, guys, that's my setup. I'll catch you later.